Hey there, it's Mike Langford, and today I want to talk to you about breaking it down Barney style and why it's really, really important for your business. Okay, what is breaking it down Barney style? I'll give you a hint. Purple dinosaur, right? You remember the old purple dinosaur? I love you, you love me. This song is in your head for the rest of the day now. Successful implantation of an earworm. You're welcome. You can send me hate mail later, mike@finservmarketing.com. All right, so why do I want to talk to you about this phrase called breaking it down Barney style? It's a phrase that's used in the military a lot, particularly when they're in the theater of war. And when you have to explain something to somebody in a theater of war, where the cost of your message not being understood could be the lives of other people or the loss on a battlefield, you don't have room for ambiguity, right? It needs to be really easy to understand for everybody on the totem pole, from the lowly private all the way up to the officer level, right? People need to be able to understand that information. So they say break it down Barney style, make it super simple so a preschooler could understand it. And I'm gonna urge you to take that same approach when you go to your client communication. And so whether that's your marketing materials that you're putting out on social media or your newsletter that's going out via email, or even your hard copy stuff, I want you to look at it and ask yourself, if you were not a financial advisor, if you were not a wealth manager, if you didn't have a CFP or a CFA or had any education, a Series 7 or a 65, any education in finance in the markets, could you understand that? And chances are, it's probably no. And if it's yes, congratulations, you're doing a great job. If it's no, ask yourself, why are you communicating that information? Like, why are you putting information like about yield curve into your newsletters as an example, or any other complex stuff about the economy or anything else, without breaking it down Barney style? You don't have to use technical terms because, by the way, your clients hired you to understand that stuff. They didn't necessarily hire you to explain that stuff to them. They hired you to understand how the markets work, to understand their financial goals and their financial situation, and to help them navigate from point A to point B and some of the stops along the way, right? So they're not asking you to delegate the analysis to them. And I'm reminded of that concept from one of my first jobs. I worked at this big investment firm called State Street Corporation. And I was in the CFO's office, and so we had regularly had meetings and discussions with the CEO's office. And the CEO was big on, hey, do not delegate the analysis up to me. When you guys do financial analysis on stuff, when that report lands on my desk, it better pretty clearly and simply, without me having to read tons and tons of pages, it better pretty clearly state what the problem is or what the situation is and what I should do about it, or what are the options that I have in front of me. Don't delegate the analysis up to me. And so I urge you not to delegate the analysis to your clients, right? Don't assume just because somebody has $3 million of investable assets that they give a rip about macroeconomic trends, right? Because by and large, hey, look, the macroeconomic trends are what they are. You can explain that, hey, listen, we're making some changes to the portfolio because we see some global trends. Here's what they are relatively, succinctly. And so if you have any questions, let us know if you want to dig deeper. Don't delegate and send them a whole bunch of deep dive economic stuff. They don't want to read that. They hired you for that, right? Give them bullet points, give them snackable stuff, okay? Break it down Barney style. It makes it easier on your client. It makes it easier on you, right? In terms of your communication. And you'll find that your content gets consumed more readily, right? Nobody's reading a big, thick white paper. I know people love white papers, and I know we like to make people think we're super smart. Look at all the pages I wrote. No, you don't get extra credit for pages. You get extra credit for explaining stuff that's meaningful and actionable. Other than that, I don't want to read it, okay? And I don't think your clients do either. All right, hopefully this is helpful. Keep the topics coming in. I love covering this stuff, all right? Have a good day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.